Hey guys, welcome back to another Unreal Engine 4 tutorial. In today's episode, I'm going to be advancing on the sprinting and stamina mechanic we made in the last episode, and now we're going to be creating a HUD, or basically a progress bar on the screen to display this stamina in a much more simple form so we can see. So we're going to be making a dynamic progress bar on screen to show the stamina increasing and decreasing. So let's get right into it. So what we're going to do first is right click, go to user interface, and create a widget blueprint. I'm just going to call this player HUD widget. Name this absolutely whatever you like, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving this, so it's a generic name where I'd want to store all of these values such as the health, stamina, everything like that. So we'll open it up straight away like so. And now what we're going to do is simply just get a progress bar in here like so. So get that progress bar, anchor it to the bottom left or wherever you like. So the anchor basically means it stays there and doesn't move to the other areas on the screen. And then just, again, put this where you want and scale this up to the size that you'd like as well. So this screen here is how big it's going to be. So I think that size will be good for me just to show this and how it works. And then you can customize this however you like. So you can change the style, so you can put in different images here. So you can have proper background and proper fill images. And so I can do a more in-depth one on this if you would like. This is just the basic mechanics of it. And I do also have a video on how you can get this to be a custom image. So if you want, for example, a running man icon for the stamina, you can do that. And down here, the important one is the progress. If we do this, this is what it looks like. We bring this up. Bar fill type, you can have left to right, right to left, top to bottom. That's obviously what it sounds like it should be. So I'm going to keep this as left to right so it does this. I'm just going to change the color from, let's say, blue to maybe more dark blue, like so. Just so that is where you then change the color of what it would look like. So then again, this is just the basics. So what I'm going to do is next to the percent here under the progress, we have percent. If we just hit bind and create binding, this is where we are going to obviously create our binding so that we have the stamina on here. So we're just going to move this return node out. And what I'm actually going to do is go to the event graph just to make this easier for you later on if you have anything. So we'll go off of event construct here and we'll get all actors of class, this top one here. The actor class is going to be our character. So for me, this is the third person character, but for you, this could be first, third, anything, or whatever you've named it. We're basically casting to our character, but I'm doing it this way. Then out actors, we're going to get a copy. And now we can basically, this is essentially our cast to our character. So we'll get, and we're just going to promote that to a variable. I'm going to call this character reference, or car ref like that. And this basically just means that we can then reference this wherever we like, for example, in here, instead of having to cast to it every single time. So it's just a lot more efficient and makes it a lot easier for us. So now we'll go back to this get percent here, this binding we made. And now we drag in our character reference. So get character ref like that. Again, this is easier than casting every time. Drag out of this, and we're going to get our stamina that we made. So get stamina like so. And then we're going to plug that straight into the return node like that, so it converts it into a float, so integer to float. And then we'll come out of the float there, and we'll get a divide. So a float divided by a float, plug that into the return value, and we're going to divide this by 100, like so. And what this does is it makes it a decimal for us. So if we have 100 stamina, that will then be 1. So as we are then going to be dividing that by 100, it will then be 1 as the progress bar goes from 0 up to 1. So 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, which is why in the previous video I said keep it as multiples of 100 just to make this maths a lot easier. So as you can see, we now have this all working. So it's going to reference the character, get our stamina, divide that by 100 to get it as a decimal between 0 and 1, therefore a percentage, put it into this return node, and now this will give us this progress bar here. So now if we minimize this and go to the level blueprint, so blueprints, open level blueprint up here, right click, get an event, begin play, like so. We're going to come off of this and just create widget, and then the class will be the widget we just made. So I called that player HUD widget. Return value, we're just going to add to viewport, like so, simply like that. And this should now work. So if we compile, close, hit play, you see we have that on screen. It is going up. We started at 80 and it's going up. As you can see, the values up in the top left are the same as the values in the bottom left with the progress bar. If we walk, nothing happens. If we are running, it should decrease. As you can see like that, it is decreasing the value in the top left on our print strings and also decreasing the stamina progress bar that we made as well while we are sprinting. So I'll just run around a bit more to get this a bit lower. And then if I stop sprinting, you can see the stamina is increasing like so, and it's going up with the progress bar as well. So I think that'll be it for this video. We've done everything we wanted to do. We've created our progress bar and put it on screen, and linked it to our stamina values as well, so that we now have the stamina on a dynamic HUD and player widget so that it works in a progress bar, so we can easily see what it is without having the print string up in the top left. And as you can see, this is going up and down according to the stamina. So, like I say, I think that'll be it for this video. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, make sure to like and subscribe down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.